Okay, so we just watched the Shazam trailer. Shazam, what the hell is wrong with me? Come on, Nate. Use your vowels.
Shazam!
Don't do that. You'll cause a power outage again. All right. So, BrightBurn, which is coming out here soon. Written by James Gunn. I don't think it's directed by him, but James Gunn is the... or maybe he's producing this. I forget. Either way, BrightBurn looks like if Superman was actually a sociopath. And actually was not a high-functioning sociopath like Sherlock, but instead was a very violent and very abrasive sociopath that lashed out at the world because they didn't like the world. Which I'm actually seeing more and more nowadays, because given how people are, they toxify themselves with all this negativity instead of actually going out and seeing the world themselves for what it is, and actually pretty decent place whenever because I'm not going to say it's 100% perfect, because, sometimes bad things happen to good people, but the world is actually... life's way too short to be pissed off all the time, guys. Come on. I mean, you can't be pissed off at everything all the time, but people sure as hell tried, don't they?
Yeah, basically.
Well, that being said, BrightBurn looks like it's going to be pretty much the anti-superhero movie, which is... a lot of people would say, oh, but that's Suicide Squad. No, that's a villain movie. Whereas this is someone who has all of the aspirations of being a hero, is young enough to where he can learn to be a hero, but instead actually becomes a bad person. And
I feel like someone saw the parallels of, we have all these horror movies with these villains that essentially have superpowers, but they just straight up murder everybody. So it's like, what if a kind of slightly well-known type of superhero showed up and just started murdering people? It'd basically be a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just effectively Superboy goes psycho, and I'm wanting to see this. I don't know when it's coming out. Later this year, I would think. Let me look down here in the description. Release date. Okay, produced by James Gunn. Written by Mark Gunn and Brian Gunn, so it's written by his brothers. Interesting. Okay. But, there's just a lot... there's a lot to unpack here.
Release date is May 24th.
May 24th. Almost, if it were May the 4th, it would be May the 4th be with you. That'd be a terrible release date for this. Or maybe the best one. Damn. That'd be awesome. But
It doesn't have much to do with Star Wars.
Still though, I think it'd be funny as hell. Like, use the Force, BrightBurn. Ah! Not like that. You burned a hole through his head. It's like, he deserved it. He called me a jerk. It's like, there's different levels of using the Force, young BrightBurn. It's like, BrightBurn, what are you doing? Picking this car up and throwing it? Why are you doing that? Because I feel like it. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm out of here. I'm going to the afterlife. Tell Superman I never liked him.
Oh, dear.
All right. So, BrightBurn, official trailer number 2. We got it up on screen. Let's give it a watch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oof.
Mom, who am I? You are a gift. We believe that you came here for a reason. I know it's been difficult for you lately, that you feel different from other kids.
Touch the floor, Brian!
You are different.
Caitlin, get my hand up.
He's a creep.
Help him up.
What are you doing?
Oof.
I want him in handcuffs
Oof.
and I want him gone. Do you even know who his real mother is?
I'm his real mother. Let's go.
Maybe there is something wrong with Brandon.
turn against our son.
He's not my son.
Easy. Easy.
Hey, who's messing with me?
Oh god. Oh god damn. Why? That hurts, dude.
That is creepy.
God, Jesus, man.
Boy around by chance.
You're one of the only people in the world that knows how special I am.
There are believed to be no survivors among the 268 passengers on board.
Yeah. I'd pretty much be in that situation too, like, nope, not happening.
Inside you.
Safe now, you say. Jesus God. Oof.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
That looks terrifying. I don't know if I want to see that or not.
I don't know. That thing with the light glass on the eye just, that hurts me.
I already have eye strain in that eye a little bit right now. I'll have to think about that. It might hurt it worse.
Oh, God.
I mean, kudos to her. If you're just going to just get in there and yank that thing out, that's some gumption.
That's balls. That's ballsy right there.
I'll be able to do that or not.
Well,
I would be afraid my eyeball would come out with it.
It didn't show what happened to her after that, but the only time we saw her after was after she had her eye up like this. Yeah. Her eye covered up like this. What if that actually happened? Like all of a sudden, just dangling there by its retina cape?
Apparently sometimes if pugs, their eyes are too bulgy and they sneeze just right, sometimes that'll happen.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, you're supposed to pop it back in, take them to the vet.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
I know that there's this one guy who actually has his orbital sockets are actually like double jointed. So, well, not double jointed, but they're like very like malleable. They're like very flexible. And one day while he was lifting, he was actually squatting, and his eyes were literally bulging out of his head. And they at first thought, dude, put it down, put the weight down. He's like, what, man? I'm in the middle of a rep. He's like, no, dude, your eyes are literally bulging out of your head. to which the guy was just like, what? And then he like lifts the weights back up, and his eyes go back in. And he's like, what are you talking about, man? He's like, no, dude, seriously, like strain like you're lifting a weight, man. And then he learned that by putting enough strain on his muscles back here, and by actually like widening his eyes as wide as they could go, like his eyes would literally just like not like full on like go down to here, but like just like extend out a little bit to like out to here, and then he could make them go back in, and it's
like that last little bit of toothpaste where you're trying to like and it won't.
Yeah, kind of like that.
There's a joke in Always Sunny about Mac's dog, and he's like, his dog's real fucking old.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, sometimes his eye just pops out. You just gotta kind of put it back in like that.
Yeah. He's got to gently just go, just put it right back in, just like
your
that.
knuckle like this.
Yeah. So, I'm excited for this. I want to see what the hell is going to happen. I wonder if his how are they going to kill the kid, if it's going that far, or even if they will.
I don't know if they can.
Well, here's the thing with
Unless
Superman,
they have kryptonite or something.
Well, no, not kryptonite, but instead, sort of like a red crystal. Because you saw whenever he landed as a baby, his pod was glowing red. What if there are crystals that are there that were part of his home planet and pretty much had the same effect as kryptonite?
Right. And
his mother finds it, and she actually like has to dig it out from underneath the barn or something like that. And while she's down there, all of a sudden she realizes he's weak. He's weak when he's near it. So whenever he steps near it, he's vulnerable, and she pretty much holds him down and has like the crystal over her head ready to like stab him in the heart. And he's like, "Mom, please don't. Mom, please. Mom." And then she just like relents for a little bit, and then he like all of a sudden tries to get away again, and then she stabs him just to do it in like that. And that could happen. I mean, I don't know.
They could actually be also testing out to see if they want to set up a really fucking super dark horror.
Horror
superhero universe.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible. And it is Sony coming out with this, and Sony, they're looking for any like legit properties they can get their hands on, because right now, man, Disney's buying up everything. I mean, Disney bought 20th Century Fox. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought to me, because that's pretty much one of their prime competitions gone. I mean, you look at Warner Brothers, you look at Sony, you look at MGM's not really a thing anymore. I mean, you look at the big ones out there, Disney's right now probably the biggest in the world, I would say, because the amount of money that they have generated just from the Marvel films alone, that's not counting the revitalization of the Disney animated films, you know, Frozen, Tangled, and Wreck-It Ralph, and all of them. I mean, just from the Marvel films alone, they have made bank, I think, over almost $20 billion off of it, which is nuts, dude. Holy hell. I mean, and personally, God, dude, I don't know. I just keep thinking about all these companies that are getting just so friggin' massive. And I just wonder, is there going... like, it's almost like Activision and EA in terms of video game companies. I wonder if there's going to be like splinter groups that form, because now people are sort of disenfranchised by the Star Wars franchise. Massively disenfranchised because of the direction of the Last Jedi, the disappointment of the Han Solo film, and now the cancellation of the Boba Fett film, which was disheartening. And now they're saying Episode 9 is pretty much going to be like the swan song of the original franchise and all that. It's like, okay, fine, but what's next?
It's getting to the point where I don't care anymore.
Well, I still care about Star Wars, because Star Wars is pretty much like one of my childhood like favorites, man.
Just as long as it's in the hands of the people it is currently, I don't really care what they're doing.
Kathleen Kennedy is a person who is massively out of touch, and Rian Johnson is a person who honestly can't take criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rian Johnson; he's a good director, but when people criticize his work and he just tries to discredit them by saying, "You've never made a film before, therefore you don't know what the fuck you're talking about," and I'm like, I don't have to know what the hell I'm talking about to know what the hell I enjoy. Like, it's not as simple as that. It's not you don't have to go to some bullshit art college and get a degree in cinematography, and automatically you're guaranteed to be like the next David Fincher or the next Steven Spielberg or something like that. It doesn't give you a free pass to pretty much just say, "Oh, I know what's art." It's like Donald Trump pretty much just kind of say, "I know how to run the world." It's like, no, he doesn't. He's a bit of a jackass. And Rian Johnson, again, a bit of a jackass. But, well, you can't please everybody. And I think that's one lesson Rian Johnson needs to learn, is that you can't please everybody, and you just need to stand by your work and not get in a pissing contest with the fan base.
Yeah.
Which is what he did. But what are y'all thoughts on BrightBurn? I mean, you said you're probably not going to watch it now because it looks actually kind of too much.
I mean, it's definitely interesting, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna. I don't know. Not that you get anything out of. I mean, I guess sometimes you get a sense of relief out of horror movies, but I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't think I want to watch like a crazy child Superman just like breaking people until they're dead. It just seems dark.
It does seem dark. It's almost like
I like shit like that, so I'm going.
Well, I know well, that's you, Nick. You're a dark, dark person.
When the inevitable consequence of like he's so powerful, they're gonna have to find some way to kill him. I mean, that's
Well, yeah. I mean, otherwise he'll just become like the tyrant of this world, and pretty much turn himself into. What if? Okay, go with me here. What if this is a supervillain origin story that can be put into, well, not the, actually no, actually it doesn't make any sense, because if this was under Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers was doing this, imagine, if you will, them doing this and them becoming, and this pretty much being an origin story for like Darkseid or something like that, something along those lines. And he, like, Apocalypse is just an alternate Earth that's been transformed into Apocalypse. That to me would be like a terrifying origin story, because imagine if Superman or whoever the main hero is confronts Darkseid, and then after beating Darkseid, they open up this chest that's supposed to contain like all of Darkseid's biggest secrets, and in the bottom of it you see a notebook. You pull the notebook out, and it's the BrightBurn symbol, and it's like, what is this? And then it's just like, what? That's just that's where my brain goes with this. I don't know. I really don't know.
Definitely be interesting.
All right, well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This was BrightBurn, the official trailer, number 2. Are you all excited for this? I sure am. And this we're going to give this a like on the video, and also we're going to leave a comment down below. See if you all can find it on the original video. And I guess until next time...
Hey, somebody spells their name like I do.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Nick Crawley.
Right there. Right there.
Okay.
Executive producer, Nick Crawley. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
Nick.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.